this particular product or this brand. They're just looking for advice, they're researching. Because generally, before we buy something, before we purchase anything, we are considering between 2 to 3 different brands. So we are still doing our research. And it is in this particular point when it's very important for businesses to be discovered, because if not, you're out of the game already. Right? So now most of us would come online and then we use search engines to look for information. Right? And generally in Malaysia right now, about 30% of Malaysians will buy on the internet. This is still a very small portion, right? Online retail as a market compared to the total retail market in Malaysia. So online retail compared to the total retail market in terms of revenue, is just 1 to 2% in Malaysia. Very small. But it's fast growing. In markets like Singapore and the rest, it's close to 10%. So we are just at the start of the S curve, for those of you who understand economics. And you're seeing a lot of companies coming to Malaysia. 11th Street, Lazada, Rakuten. They've all set up their business here. And it's only going to pick up this number. And then you can see, like, this is again behavior across different industries in Malaysia. How many of them in yellow will start to research online first and then buy online? And obviously flights, right? Airlines for sure, we will buy online all the time. Right? The part in yellow is you research online, but then purchase offline at a physical shop. Right? But the important thing is here, is everything starts with a research online first. Which is why it's important for businesses and brands to be found at the very moment when people are searching. Same, you can take a photo of this if you are interested, because some of these industries might be relevant to you. Right? So like TV, for example, 77% of people say that they will research online first, and then they'll buy offline, which is quite a standard because it's a big package item. So search is the starting point. Right? And let me show you this video again. The midpoint of my friend. This video is very interesting. It's my favorite video. It's very heartwarming. It tells the story of a young man. I won't tell you what is the story. I want you to look at this video and tell me what is the story. The video is all about the searches that he's doing. And at the end of the video, I hope you all can tell me what is the story of this young man. Alright, so enjoy this. You all managed to catch the story? I see some smiling faces. Right? So let me recap this story for you. It's a story of a young man. He went to Paris to study. When he was in Paris, in Chinese terms called Ji Hong, right? He went to impress a French girl. Right? So he tried to impress a French girl, he got attached to a girl. And this girl likes chocolates, she likes the arts. So they got together in a relationship. Unfortunately, he had to go back home after he finished his studies. So they were in a long distance relationship and he couldn't take it anymore. So he wanted to find a job back in Paris. He flew back to Paris on Air France, got together with the girl again. They got married in a church in Paris. And what is happening now? They are expecting a baby. Right? So y'all got that?
Yeah.
So that video is very powerful. Why do I show this video? It's to illustrate a point. Every search query on Google matters. There's a story behind it. There's an intent behind it. And if I draw this back to your business, what are the moments that matter for your business? What are the searches or the queries that your potential customers will be searching on? And as they search on those queries related to your business, what will they see? Again, will they see you or your competitors, and are you showing up? So this is a very important video because it illustrates intent. It illustrates that behind every query there's an intent, there's a story, and there's a meaning. So what are the moments that matter for your business? And this is where Google comes in. Because Google is all in the business of understanding intent. Like I mentioned to you earlier on, when somebody is on Google now, google.com.my, searching for used car dealers in KL Central, the intent is this person wants to buy a used car. And it is then important for a used car dealer to show up with a relevant ad, or at least have a website show up. So that when this person search, he sees a relevant business, he'll go through to the business, and then hopefully he'll buy something from them. Right? This is intent and context. In other words, Google Ads, the way that our solutions work, is about delivering the right ad to the right person at the right place in the right context. This is direct response advertising at its best. There's no other product on the internet today that can deliver this kind of performance. I search, I find, I buy, or I call, or I inquire. At this point, let me draw a comparison to social media. I get asked this question in every event that I run in Malaysia. What is the difference between social media, Facebook, and Google? Let's talk about social media, right? Facebook, for example. What is Facebook's big selling point? Social identity. Facebook tells people, I know your customer's identity. I know what they like, I know their interests, I know where they went to school, I know their age, their gender, whether they like Pokemon videos or Lady Gaga videos. Good. It's very important. I'm not saying that social media is not important, it is very important. But it is great for things like having a communication with customers. Increasingly, we're seeing brands having teams managing their Facebook wall so that they can reply in real time to people. And it's great for going viral. But that's identity. It's about knowing what people like. What is intent? Intent is about knowing when somebody is in a market to buy a car. It's about knowing when somebody is in a market to buy a flower. It's knowing when somebody is in a market to buy a piece of furniture based on the search query. Intent is very, very powerful. If I'm a business, and if I'm a small and medium business, and I have limited budget, it is a lot more important for me to know when a person is in a market to buy a car based on his search query than to know when he went to school, who he likes, who his friends are, and what his interests. So one is about pull advertising. It's about when somebody has an intent, they are searching, you show up, you pull them into your business, and you discover. The other one is about push advertising. So putting your ad somewhere, hopefully somebody will see it and they're interested in it. It's very different. It's about direct response on one side, which is intent. The other one is about brand awareness, which is identity. And the other way that I like to look at this is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They are a nice wall, right? It's all about wall, right? I scroll through the wall every day. Very nice, very colorful. It's a nice, pretty little garden wall, right? But that's all it is, right? What about Google? Google Solutions helps you to win on search engines, on millions of websites around the world on our display network, on millions of YouTube videos, on thousands of mobile apps. So the scale and the reach is completely different. We help businesses to win across the entire internet, not just on the wall. So there's no right or wrong, but we need to be able to very clearly distinguish the difference and then apply it to your objectives that you want to achieve as a business. And that's as clear as it is. Right, so let's go on a little bit now to Google Search, kind of like how do our search solutions work. I'll go very quickly through this. Hopefully by now I don't have to repeat, I'm like a broken recorder, right? It's about being found in a very precise moment when somebody is searching for you, underlined across all devices. So let's look at this. This is what we call a search engine results page. I've done a simple search query called, okay, you're going to take photo first. At the end I tell you when to take photo. No, you're going to take photo. Right. I've done a simple search query called Google Corporate Gifts Malaysia. Right. Have you ever noticed this number before? In blue. It means to say when I do this search on google.com.my, on Google Malaysia domain, 114,000 search results show up within 0.24 seconds. In some search results, like mobile phones Malaysia, it could show up nearly 6.5 million search results within that short period of time. Why is this number important? First of all, if you have a website, what does that mean? You're just one out of 114,000 search results ranked and stacked in order by Google across multiple pages of search results. So you have a website, you're one out of 114,000.